Hello students, today we are going to discuss a method for finding the root of the equation. Equation may be algebraic equation or transcendental equation. Algebraic equations are the equations of the form of an x raised to n plus an minus 1 x raised to n minus 1 plus a0 is equal to 0. If we compare some polynomial to 0, then this is called as algebraic equation, and transcendental equations are the equation of the form of e raised to x plus x square by 2 is equal to cot x. The equation that consists of either trigonometric or exponential or logarithmic or algebraic functions are called as transcendental equations. To solve these equations, there are some methods. One of the method is bisection method. Before that, there is one result. If a function f is continuous on closed interval ab, x lies between a to b, and if f of a and f of b are of opposite signs, means if f of a is positive, then f of b is negative. They have opposite signs. Then for the equation f of x is equal to 0, there is at least one real root lies between a and b. This is the result. In bisection method, that result is used. Steps to compute the root of the equation by bisection methods are given by: first step is choose two real numbers a and b such that f of a into f of b less than 0, means f of a and f of b have opposite signs, then their product is negative. In second step, set xr. Once you choose a and b, you can find the value of xr by using this formula. Xr is equal to a plus b by 2, means mean of a and b. In third step, if f of a into f of xr is negative, then root lies in the interval a to xr. If f of a and f of xr have opposite signs, then root lies in between a and xr. Then set b is equal to xr and go to the step number 2 above. In second case, if f of a into f of xr is positive, means they have same signs, f of a and f of xr. By this result, root doesn't lies between a and xr in this case. If their product is positive, then root doesn't lie in between a and xr. Then root lies in the interval xr to b. Then set a is equal to xr and go to the step number 2. Last, if f of a into f of xr is equal to 0, then xr is root of the equation. Now we see one example of this method. The example is given by: find a root of the equation f of x is equal to x cubed minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. Correct up to 3 decimal places. We have the function f of x is x cubed minus x minus 1. This is a polynomial function. Hence, we call this function as algebraic equation. Hence, we call this equation as algebraic equation. We have to solve this equation by using bisection method. For that, we require two numbers a and b such that f of a and f of b have different signs. Our function f of x is x cubed minus x minus 1, f of 0. If we choose x is equal to 0, then we get f of 0 is equal to 0 cube minus 0, minus 1, which is equal to minus 1, this sign is negative. If we put x is equal to 1, then we get f of 1 is equal to 1 cube minus 1 is equal to minus 1. Again this is negative. We want two numbers a and b such that f of a into f of b is less than 0. Here f of 0 and f of 1 both have same signs, both are negative, hence we cannot consider a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 1 because they have same signs. F of 0 and f of 1 have same signs. Now we check f of 2. F of 2 is equal to 2 cube minus 2 minus 1. This is equal to 8 minus 3, which is 5, and it is positive. Therefore, the closest numbers for which f takes different signs 0, 1 and 2. The two numbers a and b for which f takes different signs are given by 1 and 2 because 0 and 1 gives values of the function f(x) as a minus 1 and minus 1. They have same signs. Hence, we must consider a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2 in the first iteration of bisection method. Because f of 1 is minus 1 negative and f of 2 is 5 positive. Therefore, root lies between, by this result, root lies between 1 and 2. Hence, we take for step number first a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2. We write that in the table. Iteration number then value of a, value of b, xr, f of xr. In the first iteration, we choose a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2 because f of 1 and f of 2 have distinct signs. In step number 2, calculate value of xr as a plus b by 2. Therefore, for the first iteration, a equal to 1, b equal to 2, where f of 1 is less than 0, f of 2 is greater than 0, and xr in the first iteration is a plus b upon 2, which is equal to 1 plus 2 upon 2, which is equal to 1.5. Now in second step, we check the sign of f of 1.5. In the first iteration, we get the value of xr as 1.5. f of 1.5 value is 0.875. This value is greater than 0. Now we check two numbers a and b for which f gives different sign. Initially, we have two numbers a equal to 1 and b equal to 2. We have the value of xr is 1.5, means we have bisected this interval and the 1.5 value lies between 1 to 2. F of 1.5 is positive. For this value 1.5, f gives positive sign and f of 1 is negative. For this one, f of 1 is less than 0, f of 1.5 is greater than 0 and f of 2 is greater than 0. F takes different sign for the values 1 and 1.5. Therefore, root lies between 1 and 1.5. In the next iteration, root lies between 1 and 1.5 because because they are giving different sign for the function f. Hence, choosing a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 1.5, because this step tells that if f of a into f of xr is less than 0, then root lies in the interval a to xr, then set b is equal to xr. We have taken b is equal to xr value is 1.5. Then we calculate again the value of xr in second iteration. The value of f of xr is 0.875. In second iteration, choose a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1.5, and the xr value is 1 plus 1.5 upon 2, which is equal to 1.25. In this iteration, xr value is 1.25. The sign of f of xr means sign of f of 1.25. F of 1.25 is minus 0.2969. This is negative. We have chosen a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 1.5 in second iteration. The value of xr in the same iteration is 1.25. F of 1 is negative. F of 1.25 is also negative, less than 0. Therefore, root doesn't lie between 1 and 1.25. We have to choose the value of a equal to 1.25 and b is equal to 1.5 for the next iteration, because f of 1.25 and f of 1.5 have distinct signs. In step number 3, we take a is equal to 1.25 and b is equal to 1.5, because they have different signs for the function f. In the second iteration, the value of xr is, in the second iteration, a value of f of 1.25 is minus 0.2969. In third step, choose a is equal to 1.25, b is equal to 1.5, and their mean is given by 1.375. Therefore, xr is equal to 1.25 plus 1.5 upon 2, which is equal to 1.375. Now we check the sign for f of 1.375. F of 1.375 is equal to, it will give us the value 0.2246, positive. Now we are checking the root of the equation between the two numbers 1.25 and 1.5. We have f of 1.25 negative, less than 0. F of 1.5 is positive, greater than 0, and in between these two numbers there is one number 1.375, and f of 1.375 is positive. Hence, the root lies between 1.25 and 1.375, because f of 1.25 and f of 1.375 are of opposite signs. Hence, in third iteration, f of 375 is 0.2246. In fourth iteration, we take a is equal to 1.25 and b is equal to 1.375. In that case, value of xr is, in the fourth iteration, the value of xr is to 1.25 and b equal to 1.375. Therefore, XR is equal to 1.25 plus 1.375 upon 2, which is equal to 1.3125, and f of 1.3125 value is minus 0.0515. Here the value of XR is 1.3125 and f of XR is minus 0.0515. In this iteration, we have taken values of A and B as 1.25 and 1.375. In between them, the value is 1.3125. But for this value A, f of A is negative, less than 0. For this value 1.3125, f of 1.3125 is again less than 0, and f of 1.375 gives the value positive, greater than 0. Therefore, root lies between 1.3125 and 1.375 because f takes opposite sign for these two values. Therefore, in the fifth iteration, we choose A equal to 1.3125 and B equal to 1.375. Then XR will be A plus B by 2, 1.3125 plus 1.375 upon 2, which is equal to 1.3437. And f of XR is equal to f of 1.34375 gives the value 0.0826, which is greater than 0. In the fifth iteration, A equal to 1.3125, B equal to 1.375, and the value of XR is 1.34375. F of XR is 0.0826. We require the solution of the equation correct up to 3 decimal places. Now there is a variation of these roots. These roots are same up to only 1 decimal places. We want the answer to be in correct up to 2 decimal places. So we go to the next iteration, iteration number 6. In previous iteration, we have chosen the two numbers A and B as 1.3125 and B is 1.375. In between them, 1.34375. For this number, F gives positive sign. For this number 1.3125, F takes negative sign, and for this number 1.375, F takes positive sign. Therefore, root doesn't lie between 1.31375 and 1.375. Root lies in between 1.3125 and 1.34375. So in next iteration, we choose A is equal to 1.3125, B equal to 1.34375, and we calculate the value of XR as 1.3125 plus 1.34375 upon 2. This value is 1.3125, 1.3281. F of 1.3281 is equal to 0.0144, which is greater than 0. We have A is equal to 1.3125 and B is equal to 1.34375. In between them, the value of XR is 1.3281. For this value, F gives positive sign. For this value, F gives negative sign. And for this number, f takes, for this number 1.3437, f takes positive sign. Therefore, root lies in between 1.3125 to 1.3281. This is the sixth iteration, and in the sixth iteration, the value of A is 1.3125, B is 1.34375, and the value of XR is 1.3281. F of 1.3281 is 0.0144. In the next iteration, we choose value of A is equal to 1.3125. In seventh iteration, A is equal to 1.3125 and B is equal to 1.3281. In that case, the value of XR is equal to 1.3125 plus 1.3281 divided by 2, which is equal to 1.3203. 1.3203, and for this value, f has value 1.3203 is equal to minus 0.0187, which is less than 0. So, in the seventh iteration, the value of XR is 1.3203 and f of XR is 0.0187. In this case, the value of A is 1.3125 and the value of B is 1.3281. For this value 1.3281, f takes positive sign. For this value 1.3125, f takes negative sign, and in between them the value of XR is 1.3203. It takes positive value. F takes negative value. Therefore, root must lie in between 1.3203 to 1.3281. So, in 8th step, we take A is equal to 1.3203 and B is equal to 1.3281, and then the value of XR is calculated as, in the 8th iteration, the value of XR is given by 1.3242 and F gives the value at 1.3242 as minus 0.0062. Now the answer is same up to 2 decimal places. We want the answer to be correct up to 3 decimal places. Therefore, we go to the next iterations, and if we calculate in the same way, the values are given by, at the 9th iteration, A is 1.3242, 1.3281, 1.3261, f of 1.3261 is 0.0059. In the 10th iteration, the value of A is chosen as 1.3242, 1.3261, 1.3251, and f of 1.3251 is 0.00189. In the 11th iteration, A is 1.3246, 1.3251 is the value of B, 1.3246 is the value of XR, and f of 1.3246 is given by 0.0016. And in the 12th iteration, The value of A is 1.3246, value of B is 1.3251, value of XR is 1.3248. Now see that these two values are same up to 3 decimal places. Hence, the solution of the given equation correct up to 3 decimal places is given by 1.324. The solution of x is equal to 1.3248. This is the root of the equation x cube minus x minus 1 equal to 0, and it is calculated by using bisection method. We are bisecting the interval AB and we are checking the sign of f of A, f of B and f of XR, where XR is midpoint of that interval. Thank you, students.